But yeah, I just want you to tell us a little bit about before we get into the Dominican Republic, if you don't mind, like tell us a little bit about the petition that you were discussing earlier and the importance of it.
Yeah, actually my this older guy I used to work with, he had sent it to me because he know that, I'm working on my motivational speaking.
Mm-hmm.
So people be sending me stuff. So he had sent me that about the petition, and I was like, from what I saw last time, they need like 300 votes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, that's good because the police need to start being held accountable for, innocent black people getting killed and murdered. Mm-hmm. And there's no justice being done. It's like we getting killed, and we could be unarmed and we getting our hands up doing what they ask. And mm-hmm. I feel like this is important, and not enough people are talking about this. Like not just us as people, but celebrities. Mm-hmm. I feel like this is something not even the news. Like it's something that got discussed and then it got pushed to the side.
Right.
I think this is we need to be on this like we voting for the president.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I think we need to be on it like that.
Yep, I agree, man.
So I just felt like it's important for people to know, because people know stuff like what I just heard,
mm-hmm.
but they not acting on it, or they not discussing it. When you go to work, you discuss stuff. Nobody at my job talking about nothing like that. So I don't see nobody on Facebook talking about it. I don't even know if people even know.
And that's the exact reason why earlier, when we was talking in the chat, I shared your video on my channel, because that was the first time I heard about it. And I was like, okay, the Hands Up Act, why haven't I heard about this? I haven't heard about it on Facebook, YouTube.
I had to Google it.
Yeah. So, and right now they have 307,714. So close to 308,000 already. And they're trying to get 500,000 signatures for the petition.
500,000. Okay.
Yeah.
But something like this, that should be easy. You know what I'm saying? I don't get why we ain't got 500,000 already.
But you know what? Sometimes these things don't get a lot of media attention, which is again the reason why I had wanted to talk to you about it, because
right.
I was like, what? The Hands Up Act? When did this?
Yeah. Because I honestly, when my friend was telling me about it, I'm like, okay, I don't watch the news. I just look up stuff. Like I'm always on my phone, so I get on CNN.com, stuff like that. And then people send me stuff. So when I heard that, I'm like, why ain't nobody talking about this? Like nobody black that I know. Like I'm looking at the news to, the last week or two. I haven't even seen nothing on the local news about it. Like I don't, what I'm saying? Like how you said you didn't know about it. Like,
right.
That's a problem. Like, not that it's your fault, but it's everybody's fault. Like this is stuff that impacting us. You know what I'm saying? You got two sons. Like it could be anybody. It could be me, Mark, it could be anybody. You know what I'm saying? It could be you. So I look at it like this is one thing that's important. We got to come together as a people. And if they need 500,000, where the hell is the other 200,000 some people at, or 100 some thousand that, you know what I'm saying? When we trying to spread this type of message and talk about it, people just want to, they talk about protesting, but when something can actually be done and we need signatures, where are those people at that was doing it then? That should be enough.
Right. And to answer your question in the chat, YS Books, you said, is it our state or federal? Well, actually, the person who actually started this petition, his name is Travis Washington. He goes to Southern Illinois University, Carbondale, and he'll be graduating with an MA in higher education and administration in May, which just passed. So he just graduated. And basically, he said that he had started this petition with the U.S. Senate the U.S. Senate. He sent it to the U.S. House of Representatives, Congress, the state governors. I think he really is trying to get it to be a federal thing. But
it should be.
Look it up. Matter of fact, I'm about to put the link in the chat right now.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's politics to that. Because now they gonna try to look like black people trying to curb the law. Yeah, no, we're not trying to curb it or nothing. We just trying to get fairness. If you tell us put our hands up and we do and we die, how is that our fault?
Right.
We did what you asked. Right. And y'all got body cameras and y'all still killing people. And the body cameras, what is that doing? Y'all going to court with the body cameras? Oh, they sworn oath. They wouldn't just kill somebody for no reason. Like, the evidence is always there, but nothing ever happens. They get paid. The stuff that happened to Eric Garner, that dude before had got in trouble. A lot of people don't know that dude had got in trouble for doing that to somebody else before. And all they did was give him a desk job. And that person sued the police and got like $20,000. And so this is before he put his knee in the back of his back. And when somebody telling you they can't breathe, and it don't take 6 to 10 of y'all to arrest somebody, cuff somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like that's y'all intentions. Like it didn't used to be like that. Like I remember they used to have their program. They used to come around to the projects and just to the ghetto period and like have that connection. Now it's it ain't no connection. It's lost. Yeah. And I don't think that should be on us. If they really want to support us and understand us, then show us. Then we human beings.
Yeah, and you mentioned Garner. If I remember correctly, it had all started with him wanting to know why he was being harassed.
Right. And
he was asking, and you know what, cool, it's funny that you brought that. Well, not funny, but you know what I mean. Right. I had, after we saw When They See Us, after I watched that Netflix series and did all my reviews on it, I had told my children, I was like, the best thing for you, if you ever get approached, hold your hands all the way up in the air.
Right.
Like, it's not 100% guaranteed.
It's not.
But at least if they got the body cam on them, if there's anybody recording around, I'm like, don't try to grab no phone. Don't try to grab no keys, right. No wallet, no nothing. Don't scratch your hair, pick a boogie. Don't do nothing. Just hold your hand straight up in the air. And it's not 100% guaranteed, but I like the petition because the petition, which again is called the Hands Up Act, you guys, make sure you, I put the link in the chat. So make sure you go to it and sign the petition. It could bring a big change. We never know. Right. And a lot of people is always like, nobody ever wants to do anything. Nobody ever wants to do anything. And like you said earlier, Cool, people talk about it when somebody get killed. Right. And it goes away.
And then it die away.
Right. And that's why, because the police know the things stay in the media for only so long. If nobody keeps up the fire, if nobody keeps stirring that fire, it goes away. It eventually blows out and dies. And then somebody else will get killed who, oh, I thought he had a gun. I thought he had a, Right. So, yeah, and that's the thing. We have to keep that fire, going.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
exactly.
Yeah.
That's why we gotta, that's why like what you doing, spreading it, we gotta spread it like a wildfire, like how we spreading it and all that stuff. Like we gotta, that's why I've been trying to put it like on my Twitter, my Facebook, like, but it's stuff like this that, I don't know what it's gonna take for people to know that stuff like this is important.
It's really important. It doesn't really, I think, until it hits home, Cool. And that's the sad part about it. That's sad. And then that's when all these parents and mothers and grandmothers want to be up there and petitioning Congress and, trying to make this. But we have to do it before the next murder. And I call it murders. Even when they get off, I still call it a murder if it's an unarmed person who obviously is not showing any signs of being aggressive or resisting arrest. I call it a murder.
Right.
Period. Point blank.
They just Like, we know the police is against this, but we got the judge and the jury against us too. We got to have somebody that's understanding about what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, are they going to be held accountable? Because we know the judge hold all the power, and you know, if they got a certain connection with them,
mm-hmm.
you know.
It says basically the guy Travis Washington who started it. He said, we know how so many people of cultural minorities are in constant fear of leaving their households. This fear in our lives far too often comes from individuals working in public safety who harm people. Every single week, we hear about another unarmed, innocent, vulnerable human being shot by the police, and this has caused increased trauma and fear that has made people of color scared to leave their homes. So because of that, he said we need legislation that prohibits police officers from shooting unarmed citizens. If there isn't a weapon found after someone has been shot, therefore unarmed, by a police officer, then I propose that the officer should receive a mandatory 15-year prison sentence. We have and over police officers get off even without videotape, even with videotape footage of citizens having been shot by police officers. This is a new form of lynching. I am pleading with you to propose a bill that protects people who have every right to feel threatened by police law enforcement. We always say we need more training for those involved in public safety, and there are increasing policies and laws that mandate that police officers have body cameras on them for their protection, but those measures do not address the whole problem. Not when the individual officers who shoot unarmed victims aren't punished.